are those?
I think those are little pheasants or quail.
Are they woodpeckers?
No, they're pheasants or quail.
Pheasants or quail? There's like...
They're not pheasants. They might be quail. They've got that weird
like a little thingy on their
feather
head.
on their head.
Okay, so YouTube world, what little bird does this?
After 10 years of homeschooling, school was becoming a drag. We want our kids to embrace the lifelong adventure of learning. So we decided to sell our comfortable suburban home and make the world our classroom. Joe, Trisha, Hannah, Sarah, Gideon, Izzy, and Penny Dog. We are doing life deliberately.
All right, it is 7:57 in Washington State. We are leaving Mount St. Helens area.
The drive from our campground between Mount St. Helens and Mount Rainier to the Yakima, Washington area was a beautiful scenic ride. Unfortunately, the views were somewhat obstructed by the nearby forest fires. At one point, we drove past a ski area being used as a base camp for the emergency response teams. From Yakima, we traveled southeast to cross the Columbia River near Hermiston, Oregon, where we had stayed a few weeks prior. Then we continued southeast, crossing the Snake River, traveling through Boise, and settling at Mountain Home, Idaho for a week of R&R at the Mountain Home RV Park.
So Izzy's got a States book. It's a coloring book. It's a Dover coloring book that she's working her way through, and she's quizzing us on different state facts. Right now, we're currently going through slogans.
Dutch Bros!
Oh, Dutch Bros! Oregon!
What is the Buckeye State?
Ohio!
Correct.
Yep.
What is...
Hawaii! Hannah just desperately wants something to be Hawaii.
Why, hello there. You may be wondering where I am right now. Well, we are in Idaho, but more specifically, I am underneath the Yukon. You see, we were pulling into our campground a couple nights ago. We had the longest drive of our trip so far. It was about a 9-hour drive. And we were staying about 45 minutes southeast of Boise, Idaho. So that was our destination. That's where we were going, to our campground. And just as we passed Boise, Idaho, the check engine light went on, and the car, or the truck on the interstate hauling the trailer, lost acceleration. I had the gas pedal all the way pressed down, and the car was not accelerating past maybe 20 or 30 miles per hour. There was a major problem with the truck, and we had to make a decision. Should we turn the rig around and go back to Boise, where we knew that as a large metro area we could find a mechanic, but it was towards the end of the day we'd have to get a hotel, or do we press on and go to our final destination, maybe another 30 minutes away? Well, I made the decision to keep going, and we went to an O'Reilly Auto Parts and had them use the scanner to give us a free readout of the codes. And the code indicated that there was an O2 sensor, an oxygen sensor, that had tripped. And so I didn't know what that meant, but went back, or we finally got to our campsite. We set up camp, and that night I did some research. The reason trucks or cars have these sensors is to make sure that there's the proper fuel oxygen mix in the engine. And if there's not the proper fuel engine mix in the engine, that's bad for fuel mileage, it's bad for productivity, it's just bad. However, what I was reading is that most of the time, these sensors just wear out, and the solution is replace the sensor. So right there, you can see the old oxygen sensor that I took out, and it went right there, and you can see that's the new oxygen sensor that I put in. And just above that is the driver's side of the engine bank. And so the 4 cylinders on that side, the exhaust fume come down here, and then goes through the catalytic converter, back right there, and then it goes through the muffler and then out the back. And so that little sensor, I'm hoping, is what needed to be replaced. That's the old one I took out, that's the new one I put in. The hard part was getting the clip unclipped and then clipped back in. Took some torque to get that out because it was kind of rusty, but I'm hoping that works. We'll see. Now we're going to see if the engine starts, if the reading still triggers, and I'm really hoping I fixed it. If not, we'll have to look at some more significant repairs and money.
Oh, I need to put these Clark took your on the expedition. Who was you? Clark's uncle? Clark.
Move this over to the
slave. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's Clark's slave. What'd you get? C. So I get blue. Okay, next time take it for the box. My turn.
All right, I did it. The O2 sensor is replaced. I disconnected the battery terminals on the car for about 40 minutes. That cleared the check engine light. Took it for test drive. Everything's good. No check engine light. I think we're good to go. I saved a bunch of money by replacing the O2 sensor myself.
The next morning, Joe took Gideon for a guys-only breakfast. So us girls took our bikes to a nearby donut shop, followed by a tour of the local farmer's market. I found some raw honey, locally made butter, and veggies.
So I am a little upset right now because Trisha forgot a really significant day. A really significant day in our life, in our family, in our marriage.
He's living.
See, today is our 17th wedding anniversary. We got married 17 years ago today. I had the kids, and I was at the RV campground pool. I was sitting outside. It was maybe, 5 o'clock-ish. And Trisha got home, and she came out to the pool and said, "Joe, I feel terrible. I forgot that today is our anniversary." So I appreciate her transparency and her confession, but I have to say, I was miffed. I was livid that after 17 years of marriage, she forgot this important day.
I would like to give you just a slice of real everyday life in the Martinez home. Just a slice.
A slice?
All right, are you ready for it?
Oh, that's true. This is the abuse I put up with every day. Abuse right there towards me. All right, so as much...
Because who also forgot her anniversary today?
So, The only thing that is worse than Trisha forgetting our anniversary is that I forgot our anniversary as well. So Trisha was reminded that today's our anniversary because a friend.
Yeah, this morning I got a message on my phone saying happy anniversary, and I kind of looked at it and I was like, oh my goodness, it is our anniversary. Totally. That's probably the first time that's ever happened though.
This is like an annual thing. It's like happy anniversary, Trisha forgot. So I forgot as well. So Trisha had to be reminded by a friend, and I had to be reminded by Trisha. So this is a little taste of the RV life. When you're full-time RVing, the patterns that you used to know and live by, they change.
Yeah, the days can easily blend together where you are not sure what day of the week it is or what day of the month
year.
it is.
Or how long you've been married. Or who your wife is.
He still can't get that right. He's got the wife part down.
Or who your husband is. These things just get foggy. So it's interesting. I mean, we've been full-timing it in the RV for how long? May, June, July, August. Is this our 4th month?
It'll be 4 months on the 1st of September.
Yeah. So we're still getting used to how patterns change, how schedules change, and still get used to it. So, love, I'm sorry I forgot our anniversary. I take complete responsibility for me forgetting our anniversary.
I do not take responsibility for you forgetting.
So, that was like at 5 o'clock when I was informed it's our anniversary. So I gave my anniversary gift to my wife is that I took a shower. Happy anniversary.
There are other things that get neglected during RV life.
I took a shower today. And I shaved. I shaved and I took a shower today because it's our anniversary. So, happy anniversary.
Yay for me.
Here's my cleanness.
On Sunday morning, we drove to Boise to attend church and tour the city. We were really blessed by the worship and solid Bible teaching at Faith Community Bible Church. Afterwards, we grabbed some lunch, took a drive downtown by the state capitol building, and toured an area park where they rent rafts to float down the Boise River.
Well, I dropped off our trailer at B&C Welders in Mountain Home, Idaho. That's maybe 45 minutes southeast of Boise. When we were coming into town that last travel day, I recognized the weld was failing on the back bumper that held all the bikes. Now, it is a 6-bike rack, but you get 6 bikes on the back of the bumper. It's pretty heavy. There's a lot of weight on there. And so the welds were failing. So I mean, this is a small town, Mountain Home, Idaho. It's maybe 14,000 people. When we got here, I researched welders. I found 2 welders in the town. Called one, I think, on Thursday. Made an appointment for today, 10 a.m. Monday. I think I dropped the RV off at about 10:30 in the morning. It took a couple hours. Went to the library with Trisha and the kids. Waited for them to get the job done, and they just called. It's about 1:20. And so they had it maybe, 2 or 3 hours. And they said it was going to be about an hour's work, maybe $85, maybe $80 to fix the weld. And I also had them put some more material on the welds or on the seams in order to strengthen the bumper, so that way it can hold more weight, and hopefully that will alleviate the problem in the future. So we'll see how this goes, but I'm happy that the job is done and we can get the trailer back. Hopefully it'll work. Now that we have the bumper weld repaired, and now that I replaced the aluminum cover to the bumper, it's time to put the bike rack back on. It's a pretty tight fit, but I'll record it to show you how we do it. This is putting the bike rack back on.
We are on the Boise River in Boise, Idaho.
Who would have thought Boise, Idaho would have really anything, especially a river? So we started at Bender Park? No, Bender's in Wisconsin.
Babbler.
Babbler. No, Babbler's in St. Louis.
No, I think it is Babbler.
Is it Babbler? We're at a park just to the east of Boise that starts with a B. Good luck finding it. All right, but we found this park accidentally after church on Sunday, just kind of driving through Boise. And this park was filled with people blowing up inner tubes. Oh, I think we had some video of that.
Yeah,
so let's show you that.
Packed. It was packed.
But we checked the prices, and for like, what, $55?
For $55, we could rent a raft.
Six-person
for
raft.
6 people for 3 hours. For another $3, we could get a bus ticket to get one of us back to the car to come and pick the others up.
Like a little shuttle service.
Yeah.
So it's like a 2-hour float down really a lazy river.
Yeah. It's very easy.
Yeah. And this has been so enjoyable.
Yeah.
So if you are in the Boise area, come down to this Boise River. If you have your own rafts, you can use that.
You can use them. They have all sorts of air compressors out that you can use to inflate. We saw people on Sunday with all different kinds of rafts or
They can, like,
boats.
blow up unicorns, and
It's just at your own risk. But there's a couple small little rapid areas that we were not expecting but had a lot of fun with.
So last summer we did kayaking and canoeing on the McCann River
in Wisconsin.
Marquette County, just west of Green Lake a little bit. And that was such a blast. That was a great
we had
time.
so much fun.
So that was a year ago, and now this is rafting all together in a raft. This might be a new Martinez family activity.
We said one of the things that we wanted to do this summer before we made it home was to have at least one water adventure.
Yep.
We really enjoyed that kayaking trip last year and wanted to do something like that. So this definitely was a good fit for that.
So now we're thinking maybe we'll buy a 6-person raft, and we can stow it like in a container in the RV, and all over the country there's rivers like this, and maybe that'll be a new adventure for us. That would be great.
So fun.
But if you're in Boise, we highly recommend this Boise River. I got it. I'll be right there, kid.
What?
I'll be right there. I got it. Don't worry about it. I don't need your help, Trisha. I'm good.
What do you think, guys? Are we having fun?
Yes.
We did not really expect there to be any rapids, but so far we've hit 3 little rapids.
We almost died.
What do you guys think of the rapids?
I love it. It's so much fun. On the last one, everyone jerked forward.
What'd you call me?
Daddy?
We are going to sell our RV and downsize into a raft.
Don't make me laugh, Daddy.
The ducks are so comfortable around humans.
Hi, Duck Duck.
Oh, he's following us. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, he's actually following us.
Slow down, Daddy. Slow down.
I can't see him. He's right behind Dad. Hey guys. Sarah, you don't have any bread. Wait, what about like granola bar or something? No. It's a whole little fleet of duckies. Oh, that's my toe! They're trying to eat my toe! Oh, this is an awesome shot.
They're amazing.
Look, we got a whole flock of them following us.
Sometimes life overflows with challenges. Things break, plans fail, important events are forgotten. But we get to choose in those moments how we will respond to difficulties. We can run, shout, or pout, or we can choose to embrace the deluge, dance in the rain, and laugh instead. We won't always get it right, but making a choice to choose joy is part of doing life deliberately.
Hannah in her native habitat, looking stealthy.
Why, hello.
Why do you like to start videos like that?
What? Tell me, what little bird does this?
I forgot my anniversary bird.
I should not have done that.